Hello, my name is Andrea Diaz, and I'm the Digital Content Specialist with the Office of Workforce Development. And today I'd like to share how you can play music during a virtual meeting. But basically, when you're logged into your Zoom meeting, you can share your screen, which is typical if you're, having a virtual meeting and you're trying to share a PowerPoint. But when you go to share your screen, you want to make sure that you are sharing sound, and that's often overlooked right here. It's a small little button at the bottom of that share screen, but you want to make sure that that is selected. So for this example, I'm going to share my PowerPoint and my sound. So with both of those options selected, I'm going to hit share. It's important to note here that the only person capable of sharing sound is the person sharing their screen. So, for example, if you have somebody else who's presenting, you cannot then share sound. Like, you have to be the only person sharing content. You can't divvy it up and have one person share their screen while you play sound. That's not possible. At least not in Zoom. As far as what we do here at the Office of Workforce Development, we host academy trainings virtually online often. And so what we do is we have a PowerPoint up with that introductory slide saying what to expect and how the training will go, training objectives, whatever. And I'll play music in the background as people are logging in. So it's a very kind of nice little touch, I think, to have to your virtual meetings. So that is kind of how we would use music during our virtual meetings. So my PowerPoint is currently visible to folks in the meeting. So how do I go about actually playing the music? So I use Spotify. I have that app downloaded to my computer. I have my own account, and I made a playlist called Office of Workforce Development. And I've been compiling songs that I think are work appropriate, that folks like. So I'll just play songs from here. But I do have a certain way that I go about playing the songs in a virtual meeting, so it's not abrupt, and it just kind of flows a little bit better. So if you're interested in kind of an advanced, tip on how to play the music so that it sounds natural, then keep watching. So what I want to do here is play my first song, which is this. And as you can see, it's playing here at the bottom. I have my pause button that I can use at any time, but obviously you're not hearing anything. So the reason for that is because I have it I have the volume all the way muted. It's low. And then if I slowly slide that up, you're going to hear the music playing. So what I like to do is, as my speaker is speaking, or if I know that they're going to speak soon, I can kind of slide it to kind of fade out or fade in. Instead of just pausing and starting again, it can be more natural. So this little volume slider is kind of your best friend when it comes to making that music kind of flow in and out of your virtual meeting. And then, for example, if someone is about to speak, I'll slide it down to have the music fade out, and then I'll pause the song while they're talking, blah, blah, blah. And then when something else happens that would benefit from having music, then I would hit play again or pick another song, and then just do that in reverse order. So hit play and then fade up, and then just kind of repeat that as needed. And that's basically how we kind of play music in the background of our virtual meetings. So while I showed you how to play music using Zoom, the process is essentially the same if you're using Teams or WebEx. Whenever you go to share your screen, you're just going to want to make sure that you are also sharing audio. You're going to want to make sure that you have a music player from your computer. That could be Apple Music, that could be Spotify, whatever music player you prefer. If you want to use YouTube, I suppose you could. However, you do run the risk of having ads play that you may not necessarily want to have played. Of course, if you have the paid version of YouTube, that's a different story, but you may not. So just keep that in mind when you are trying to select a music player. So I hope this video helped you kind of understand how to play music in your virtual meeting. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at ayoung@tcsg.edu. Thanks for watching.